Edmonton police gave new details earlier today about an extortion investigation targeting the city's South Asian community. 2 suspects were deported from Canada as a result of this investigation. Authorities also identified dozens of additional suspects. The CBC's Sarah Reid was at the news conference earlier today, and she joins us now live from our Edmonton newsroom. So, Sarah, what more can you tell us about the story?
Well, Edmonton police say in this particular investigation, they worked alongside partners, including RCMP, as well as the Canadian Border Services Agency, to deport those 2 individuals. They also say that one of those people was a 22-year-old man who Edmonton police had identified as a ringleader of extortion incidents here in Edmonton. Now, those 2 are in addition to 3 other suspects who they are currently investigating, and police say that CBSA is working to get removal orders for those individuals as well to also deport them. Now, Edmonton police say this comes in addition to the more than 50 other suspects that they have identified that they're currently investigating that they say have ties or are part of this extensive crime network that they believe are responsible for these extortion incidents. So in terms of what these incidents actually look like, Edmonton police say that they often center around intimidation and victims are contacted digitally.
Happens usually through WhatsApp. There is a message. It's in some cases, not all cases, links to an international crime trigger sometimes. And then there's threats, intimidation in regards to if they don't follow through, that harm will come to them or their family. In some instances where we've seen, and sometimes that can happen before, and sometimes that happens after violence occurs. So in some cases you'll see a house will, they'll fire shots at it. There may be an arson that will occur. That's what we saw predominantly here.
Now, CBSA did identify 2 men who the organization says were deported from Canada. Now, we're not sure if these are the same individuals who are linked to the EPS investigation. We are looking into that. However, they were both living in Edmonton at the time of their arrest, and we also did learn that they do have connections to other parts of the country and that they were under investigation by several other police agencies.
And Sarah, are we seeing this problem play out in the rest of Canada?
We are. So Edmonton police in this particular investigation says that they were working alongside other organizations, including RCMP in BC for the Lower Mainland, as well as Calgary Police, as well as police for the Peel region in Ontario. And they say that this is happening all over the country. So CBSA says it's initiated close to 300 extortion-related immigration investigations, and those include the dozens of people who are identified by Edmonton police as suspects. And nationwide since March 12th, CBSA says it has issued 70 removal orders, and 35 of those people have already been removed from Canada. So this is happening right across the country, but police do say, particularly in Quebec, other organized crime groups are seeing extortion as a particular advantageous way of targeting victims. And so they are starting to see that while it is targeted at the South Asian community here in Edmonton, in eastern parts of Canada, other communities are being targeted by these as well.
Sarah, thank you. That's the CBC's Sarah Reid in Edmonton.